It's fascinating, isn't it, how the mind creates these little rules. Rules that seemed useful once, long ago. But now they feel heavy, like a backpack full of bricks you never questioned carrying. You were probably trying to protect yourself, weren't you? You were training yourself to survive, to be serious, to focus, to achieve. And in some strange way, the idea that pressure, stress and tension are essential, it became a kind of badge of honour, a sign you were really doing something important. Because if it didn't hurt a little, could it even matter? What if you could just pause for a moment, breathe, and allow another possibility to unfold? A possibility that's already waiting, just outside of your awareness. You've always known it, really. What if relaxation, play, fun, and peace were the secret fuel of true meaning and real success? What if the most powerful work you could ever do came from a place of ease? You see, people, they often confuse effort with value. But effort is just a tool. Sometimes it's useful, sometimes it's not. Imagine trying to push a river. The harder you push, the more tired you get. And yet the river just keeps flowing on its own. When you learn to float with it, that is when the magic happens. Take a moment and picture this. A dancer lost in the music, spinning effortlessly, not thinking at all. The dancer isn't straining to create meaning. Meaning emerges from the dance itself, from the joy of movement, from being fully alive in each step. The dancer isn't wasting time. The dancer is becoming the music, fully engaged, fully alive. And what if, just as naturally, you could become the flow of your own life? The kind of life where meaning, peace and happiness, they're not distractions but foundations. The roots that allow you to create your best work. What if feeling good could be your compass, leading you exactly where you need to go? Because here's the secret. Deep, meaningful work, it happens most easily when it feels like play. You've known this since you were a child. Back then, learning wasn't a burden. It was an adventure. Every game, every discovery was meaningful. You built castles out of nothing. And every moment mattered. Not because you forced it to matter, but because you allowed it. And maybe, just maybe, it's time to remember. Time to allow yourself to play again. But this time, with all the wisdom that you've gathered. Time to notice that peace and relaxation, they're not escapes. They're doorways to your greatest brilliance. Time to realize that tension and pressure, they were never the proof of meaning, just signs you were trying too hard. The real proof of meaning is the joy that bubbles up when you're in flow, the laughter that comes when you're fully alive, the ease that tells you you're right where you need to be. Because here's what's true. When you drop the belief that suffering equals importance, your mind opens. When your mind opens, everything becomes possible. So go ahead, notice how freeing that feels. Notice how light you become when you let go of old rules. And just for a moment, imagine stepping into a new reality. One where you create from a place of joy. One where work flows effortlessly. One where meaning unfolds naturally. It's all just waiting for you. The door is already open, and you're exactly where you need to be. So what's the next thing you'll do, just for fun? Because you're already beginning to wonder, aren't you, how much easier it could be if things just flowed. Not because you forced it, but because it was natural. You know that feeling, you've had it before. Those moments where everything just simply clicks into place. Effortlessly yet powerfully, like riding a wave instead of fighting against it. And it's interesting, isn't it? How part of you used to believe that hard work, struggle and pressure, they were the only ways to create something worthwhile. That meaning had to come with tension, and relaxation meant you were slacking, falling behind, wasting time. But what if that belief was only ever an illusion? A story the mind once told you to keep you in control. A story that no longer fits. What if the deeper truth is, real meaningful work flows from a place of ease, curiosity and lightness. Not struggle, not force, but a state where time dissolves, where every action feels alive, where your mind and body align perfectly, in that beautiful dance between intention and intuition. And here's the thing, Relaxation doesn't mean you're not moving. It means you're moving with life rather than against it. It means you're accessing the part of you that knows how to adapt, respond, and grow without needing to strain. So take a moment and imagine someone planting a seed. Would they stand over it, shouting at the seed to grow faster? Would they stress and push and pressure the soil, hoping to force the roots to expand? Or would they simply water it, nourish it, and trust the process? And just like that seed, your own growth, your own creativity, it thrives in the right environment. An environment of curiosity, joy, and trust. You don't have to force it. In fact, the more you let go of pressure, the more you open the door to real power, real meaning, real brilliance. You've probably noticed how the greatest insights, the ones that change everything, they often come when you least expect them. Not in moments of stress, but in moments of space. When your mind is calm, wandering, and playful. That's when the answers seem to arise out of nowhere. Isn't it funny how the mind used to judge those moments as unimportant, when really they were the source of everything meaningful, the creative spark, the solution, the ideas that change everything. So what if, from this point forward, you began to allow more of that space? What if you could trust that ease is not the absence of meaning, it's the doorway to it? Notice how that belief begins to settle in, almost as it was waiting for permission to unfold. A belief that relaxation is fuel, not distraction, that joy amplifies your power, that play leads to profound discovery, that peace unlocks something far deeper than pressure ever could. And isn't it fascinating how the mind can begin to reorganize around this new possibility? Almost like a puzzle that's suddenly coming together in a whole new way. Pieces clicking into place, no understandings forming, and it's happening right now, isn't it? Without effort, without needing to force anything, this awareness is beginning to grow. And as it grows, a part of you already knows how to step into this new way of being, to trust the process, to lean into it, to let go of old stories about struggle and meaning, to know deeply, unconsciously, that peace and ease are the foundation of everything you desire. Because you see, true success, it isn't about how much pressure you can handle. It's about how skillfully you can move with life. How easily you can tap into that place where work feels like play, where meaning emerges naturally, where each moment becomes an invitation to grow. You can feel it now, can't you? That new possibility opening up. A future where the old rules no longer apply. And the best part, you don't have to force anything. The shift is already happening. It's unfolding right here, right now, just as naturally as breathing. So go ahead, step into that ease, step into that flow, because everything you've been looking for is waiting for you there.